humans that have been replaced by robots, and humans that haven't been replaced by robots yet. Welcome to a brand new video. Today, we are diving into probably the deepest, darkest rabbit hole of demented cartoon creator controversies of all time. This has literally been an Avengers assemble moment where all the cartoon content creators analyzing cartoons and stuff like that have come together, united, joined forces to fight against a blight against society. I'm gonna be completely honest with you when I say I don't exactly know what's gonna be going on. I did not pre-watch. However, I have a sneaking suspicion about where this is going to go. There have been a lot of channels popping up on YouTube that have literally been AI, and people are literally believing that they are not AI and they're real. They've been saying some sussy-wussy shit because every once in a while ChatGPT malfunctions and stuff. So we're diving into this rabbit hole. Apparently my boy Blooms, he did this big video. This South Park YouTuber has been lying to you, and then like featuring every other content creator in the cartoon universe. Basically they've all come together to take the lid off of this nefarious AI content farm operations where they are literally making videos with fake analyses, making believe they're real and making believe they're humans. Apparently Blooms infiltrated and all that shit. So the reason why we're reacting to this is because Blooms himself messaged me and he was like, yo, when he reacting to my videos, I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry, stuff's been going on. He's like, I need someone to start to predict my jokes a second before I make them. I was like, okay, Blooms, I'll react, okay, Blooms, okay, I'll do it. And then he threatened me, he put a gun to my head, he stepped on my testicles, and here we are. Okay, that was a joke. I love Blooms. He's a fantastic fellow. I really like Blooms. He's great. I was just joking. But anyway, he specifically told me to react to this. So, we are here. We are jumping into it. And I told Blooms in DMs that I know there's this AI problem, content problem when it comes to cartoons. I'll be honest, the AI content problem is so much worse not in this sphere. And I believe he was a little shocked, even though you couldn't tell emotion on his face because his face is a flower. But I think he was shocked and appalled with the shit that I showed him. So we're diving into the cartoon rabbit hole because this controversy is fucking insane. And then we are taking a step further, and I'm going to show you the craziest cartoon AI channels literally making up fake news stories about viral situations to get clicks. You will lose your shit. So let's see what this is all about.
Doing some digging. I've spent countless hours searching through old Facebook posts, private courses, and even going undercover to try to put the pieces of this puzzle together. All of this exhaustive research, the hours upon hours spent searching for the missing pieces, all to uncover the truth behind a South Park video essay.
Carrick Artman. I told you he was AI months ago. I had people in my chat begging me to react to Carrick Artman videos, and I said Carrick Artman is an AI channel. I told you this. I literally told you! Is this the guy that he's exposing?
Channel that just felt off. So you all might remember a little video I made almost 2 years ago now called, Can I Make a South Park Video Essay Only Using AI? Well, back when I made that video, the answer was yes, but it would be terrible. Well, a lot has changed in those 2 years. And my silly little video I made testing the limits of AI has become reality. And during this research, I might have...
How many channels are there like this that you think are just real people, but they're just AI? Like literally... Probably thousands.
Have accidentally uncovered a network of thousands of channels doing the exact same thing. Lying.
Oh my god.
Lying, deceiving, and manipulating their viewers, all in the name of making a quick buck.
Okay, I'll be honest, this is a fucking deep dive that I didn't expect. Oh my god.
And the worst part about all of this is that the vast majority of people aren't able to recognize this deception. In fact, there's a pretty good chance that they may have fooled you at one point. And you know, I wasn't initially planning on making this video. I don't like drama or calling people out or any of that.
Yeah, me neither. I hate drama. Drama's fucking awful. Oh, shit. Oh, drama. Disgusting. Ugh. Who would get into drama?
That stuff, but this was different. This was personal. This is hurting the community that I care so much about, diminishing the work that me and so many others have put into something.
That's the problem with AI slop. I see a lot of people complaining about AI slop content on YouTube. The problem with slop content is not creators that make easy videos like me, okay? The problem with slop content are the people that oversaturate the market with content made by machines, not even humans. That's slop content. And that is on a whole other level than just average YouTuber guy making videos in a way that it's pretty easy. Like, you gotta recognize this is levels of difference.
passionate about.
The transphobia of South Park.
And blocking others who share that passion from the success that they deserve.
True, because it oversaturates the market. A lot of viewers they just don't understand. They just put some video on in the background. They don't really know what's going on. They don't know what's happening. They don't know this isn't even a real human that's talking to them. They don't know that the facts that they present to you are literally AI-generated fake facts.
And they're doing this by creating a soulless entity of a machine that is fueled by generative AI. And they are dead set on using this machine to extract every last penny they can from a community that they couldn't care less about.
100%. And they do this in every community. There are AI channels that make anime recaps. There are AI channels that'll make fucking movie recaps and reviews. AI channels that do analyses on SpongeBob and on Family Guy and on South Park and compilations, and you know, like there are just so many AI channels that literally just find a niche, exploit the niche, move on to the next niche, and there are thousands of them. But I am shocked that this dude actually went that hard and compiled the spreadsheet and found the fucking cult and all that.
Now, you may not understand why exactly this is such a bad thing, which is why I felt the need to make this video.
Let me show you why it's a bad thing. I did a video talking about Ellen DeGeneres and P. Diddy leaks and stuff. And I was watching this video talking about how Ellen DeGeneres was caught at a P. Diddy party, okay? And it showed interviews, and it showed discussions, and it showed all these things, but none of this happened. Ellen DeGeneres was not caught at a Diddy party. I discovered that this channel, Uncover Discovery, is AI. It's all AI, all of it. They would release 6 40-minute videos every single day, analyzing some of the most insane shit in the universe. Just because Diddy was, you know, in the news, new party footage of Diddy, Oprah, and Steve Harvey changed everything, with an AI-generated thumbnail of Oprah, Steve Harvey, and Diddy in the thumbnail. This video got 300,000 views in 17 hours. This is dangerous. Now, I think that it's disgusting when the slop AI content is taking over the fucking, like, cartoon niches and stuff, and different niches with passionate fan bases. But this is where it gets dangerous on a whole other level. This channel released 6 40-minute videos every single day talking about news regarding Diddy and some other celebrities. New footage of Diddy, Kim Kardashian, and Kendall Jenner changes everything, with AI-generated thumbnail and AI-generated information! New ritual footage of Diddy, Obama, and Kamala Harris. This didn't happen! So this is a channel where they release 6 videos a day, 40 minutes long each, AI-generated. Fake news! Fake news! This is where it gets awful. But there is some good news. Uncover Discovery. There is some good news. YouTube removed the channel after I made my video. Because I think that's actually dangerous. I don't think that's a channel that should be allowed on YouTube. After I made my video, YouTube deleted the channel. I don't know anyone else that talked about it, so I presume it might have been either me or some bot. But after I made the video, YouTube actually just straight up deleted the channel. It's just the video that kept posting slander. Like actual slander in these videos. Every single one of them. They're literally making fucking shit up. But because it's presented and you think it's a real person, and you have people in the comment sections of those videos being like, wow, I never got this news source from anywhere else. Thank you for being a good journalist! And it's all fake. It's all not real. So yeah, that's when it gets on a whole other level. So I showed that to Blooms when he messaged me about this. And I was like, so yes, I understand the danger, and the danger is so much worse than just the cartoon niche, but I'm excited to see him infiltrate this network.
But I figured it would be best if you didn't just take my word for it. So I made some calls.
Call in everyone.
The Avengers
I basically assembled the Avengers of
Dude, he's gonna fucking hate watching my reaction. I literally can't do this shit.
YouTubers who overanalyze cartoons. So, let's meet the team. LS Mark, the established, outspoken veteran.
Yeah,
a valuable
we love
asset
him.
to the team, just don't get on his bad side. Johnny Two Cellos,
True.
the analytical, logical thinker. Try to
So
hide any
logical
underlying
and
themes in
analytical.
your media, and he'll find them. The Simpsons Theory, aka Lydia Loves Timelines. The deep diving, theory crafting wild card. Underestimate her, and she'll show you why that's a mistake. Slush, the fearless up-and-comer.
Yes.
You may not know his name yet, but you will soon enough.
Let's
and then
go.
there's me, the South Park guy.
Yeah,
The one that's
yeah,
like, I guess, one that's like kind of passionate.
yeah.
Whatever. The intros
Don't sell yourself short, Flower Man. Your South Park videos are great.
are a work in progress. This team of expert cartoon YouTubers and me have assembled with one goal and one goal
Yes.
only: to save the community from the evil forces of AI content farms by taking out their leader, Carrick Artman.
Oh my god, he is their leader. Holy shit. Dude, this is gonna be a rabbit hole and a half. The amount of times I have to tell my chat I'm not reacting to Carrick Artman because he's fucking AI. His analyses are stole from other analyses. God, but you're saying this is like a whole fucking cabal?
Let's do this.
All right, I'm ready.
But first, let's start from the beginning. Honestly, digging into this has just made my life worse all around, but...
I disagree. It made your life better because you were able to form an Avengers, okay? It did not make your life worse because now I think, personally, it's better to recognize an issue, even if it's sucky, than to let the issue fester unrecognized. This is net making your life better. You may not be aware of this, Mr. Blooms, but I am telling you.
You know what's actually made my life a lot better? Today's sponsor, Raycon.
Oh, you fucking bastard! I've been using Raycon for the last 4 months, and it's been really great and improved my life.
I've been using Raycon's everyday earbuds for a little over a month now, and
I was so close. I was so fucking close. I was so close. A little over a month, and I said, oh my god.
Gotta say, they're kind of awesome.
Yeah, right. We know. I'm sponsored by Raycon too. They are pretty good.
Around 2 months ago, I was casually scrolling through my recommended page on YouTube, as I tend to do, when a video caught my attention. The South Park episode about toxic relationships.
Oh,
interesting. I made a video like that a while ago.
My favorite thing about AI, like generated content farms, is like they have no ethics or morals. They will literally completely go off the deep end at some point. Like in videos talking about toxic relationships, like they could get fucking brutal. They don't realize that they're describing something insane.
Wonder if this person has anything interesting or original to say about the topic. Maybe some things I missed in my video. Let's check it out. I started the video and immediately thought, man, this editing, scripting, and narrating all seem pretty professional. I'm surprised I've never heard of this channel. I look at the name of the channel, Carrick Artman. Okay, well that name kind of sucks. Just move the C from Cartman's last name in front of his first name.
I mean, that's a whole naming scheme for these AI channels, as far as I'm aware. Like, there's like a Jeter Piffin, right? Peter Griffin, but Jeter Piffin or something? Nope, I guess not. But I'm pretty sure that they have like these channels that just do the same shit, but for like every single cartoon niche. And they just grind out infinite content.
I mean, not super original or catchy or really anything good about it, but hey, I'm named after a flower, so who am I to judge?
True.
So I look at how many subscribers they have, and I noticed they only have like 1,000. That's weird. Surely they must have been doing this for a long time and just haven't found that much success yet. So I clicked on their channel, and their first video was uploaded less than 3 weeks ago. That's even weirder, and in that time they've uploaded, wait, how many videos? 7?
Damn! Yeah, because believe it or not, scripting videos is really not that hard if AI is scripting them for you and literally stealing topics off other YouTubers that have made the same videos in that niche. Yeah, and you thought reaction content was bad. Damn, son!
They uploaded 7 20 to 30 minute long analysis videos in 18 days. That's one.
They're not even professional yappers like me.
Video every 2.5 days. It takes me 7 months to upload 7 videos.
Yeah, same. I upload like, it takes me like a day to upload 2 videos. Yeah, I upload 2 videos a day. I'm retarded.
Granted, that's more because I don't understand basic time management stuff, but even still, if the only thing I did from the time I woke up until the time I go to sleep every single day was working on writing, narrating, editing, and making thumbnails, I might be able to upload a video every 3 to 4 days at the
And remember, this is a guy with years of experience, okay? This is a whole other level.
most. And that would be me literally committing every single waking hour of my life to doing that. And those videos would be terrible. So it was immediately obvious to me that there were multiple people working on this channel, which in itself is suspicious. There's nothing wrong with having multiple people working on a channel. Most YouTubers will begin to outsource work once they're already well established.
True. Look at me. I have an editor, or 3 or 4 or 5, and I appreciate all of them. Yeah, look at me. I really put the I in team.
It's like editing and thumbnails. But to start a brand new channel with multiple people who are clearly...
Yeah, because the thing is, I actually hired people on my YouTube channel after I was, you know, successful-ish. Like, only after I was somewhat successful did I later hire people. Like, until my actual ad revenue was able to pay off my editors, like, I wouldn't hire people. Why would I hire people to edit videos if I literally can't afford to pay them from my videos? Duh. So any new channel that has like professionally edited videos that are clearly not edited by them is suspicious, just immediately. Like, immediately suspicious.
This was an...
Wait, you have editors? Yeah, I have a whole fucking team. Why would you say that?
Immediate red flag. To put it in perspective a little bit, here is a clip from Carrick Artman's first video.
South Park has made a lot of iconic episodes, a couple of questionable ones, and 2 that made fans fear that the show is going to get canceled because they were so serious.
And here's a
clip from my video. Here's the channel is 8 crazy ones and 2
clip from my first video.
That I'm not entirely sure if this concept has an actual name, so go ahead and let me know in the comments if it does, but I like to call it flipping the script. This writing technique is definitely my personal favorite.
And at that point, I had been making...
the point that he was trying to make is that guy's first video was fucking professional. The editing, the scripting, it was professional as shit. And his first video, he sounded like a little doo-doo gaga schmorgle. Don't worry, Blooms. I sounded like far much more of a schmorgle than you did. Holy shit, you should have heard my first videos. Oh my god.
Videos on and off since I was a child. So was Carrick Artman just a literal savant in the South Park video essay niche? I was suspicious, but I decided to keep watching the video. And I quickly realized that my initial impression of high quality content was pretty far from reality. The editing was flashy and eye-catching, but felt generic and soulless. The writing was frankly boring, mostly summarizing episodes with very surface level observational commentary without...
It's almost like the AI that's used for summarizing movies and TV shows was also used for this, where they would summarize individual episodes and then make believe it's an analysis when it's just a summary that steals talking points from other YouTubers. It's criminal. It's criminal.
Without really saying anything.
This is when Cartman and Heidi start to turn into one of those disgusting couples that wear matching outfits, do everything together, and just rub their happiness in everyone else's faces. It's annoying AF.
First of all, why does this man sound so miserable? Like, dude, they're a couple and they're happy. Disgusting. Oh, I hate how disgustingly happy they are. Annoying AF. One more time for that last line.
Rub their happiness in everyone else's faces. It's annoying AF.
Annoying AF. Yeah, that's an AI voice for sure. Like 100%. But another thing that, here, let me show y'all. Because I've been down this AI content creator rabbit hole for a very long time. So this is Anticlimax. I just picked him by random. You type in anime recap. So Anticlimax is very similar to every other anime recap channel on the planet, right? He has like 1 million subs. If you look at his videos, they all have like the slightly oversaturated thumbnails with the guy and the girl with the arrow that says God, right? They all do that. Now you look at his videos, look at this shit. Cancer Boy reincarnated as a level 1 farmer with God's spear. 13 million views. It's an hour long. And if you click on the video...
After 5 years of battling terminal cancer, Hiraku's last flame of life was extinguished.
It's literally just a recap of the plot of an anime. Like, that is literally the entire fucking thing. It is just recapping an anime. And it's done with an AI voice and definitely an AI script because it mispronounces everything and it just makes obvious mistakes. And I'm not trying to insult the grind. The grind set is obviously very impressive that this dude's able to upload 2-hour videos every 2 days or whatever the fuck. And there's millions of these AI anime recap channels and AI anime recaps. There's AI movie recaps. This is so much bigger than you think, and this is real slop content. This is real ass slop content. Every time I hear the like people complaining about commentary slop, this is what's ruining YouTube right now. It's oversaturating real creators with fucking bullshit nothing. People think they're listening to a real person, and they're not at all doing that. And especially when it's something like this that he's showing, like analysis, and the analysis is obviously not written by a human, it completely destroys what the analysis of a cartoon is. Analysis of media is beautiful because all this is art, and it's all about how people interpret art. This is how an AI is interpreting art. It is completely destroying what art is supposed to be. Just muddying the waters for people that actually have passion.
They threw a couple of jokes in there occasionally, but it just felt like these jokes were added on top of an existing script. And the narration, I could not put my finger on it, but something was wrong. It was off. The inflections, the emotion, everything. It was just off. It was...
The trick is seeing how they mispronounce names.
Uncanny, unsettling, maybe even inhuman. It felt like some things were supposed to be jokes, but it was being read by someone who didn't know it was a joke. And the script had this pattern where they would just have this surface level commentary, then a weird tangent that seems barely related to the topic before returning to the commentary.
It's almost like it's AI.
Denying them their God-given right to adoration is a sin. And Cartman is about to get diabolical on that little sinner, Heidi.
What?
I was only like 2 minutes into the video and I was so confused. There was no structure, just chunks of commentary glued together by
Oh yeah, that child, he's about to get diabolical on that little girl.
basic jokes. And then this happened.
However, about 6 months in, your fantasies start colliding with reality and the halo starts to fade. So you realize that your girlfriend is not quite the perfect angel you had in your head. For starters, she never shuts up.
Lamau, DTF, Nani, what the shit? Is this like, dude, this is the thing. This is why, like, analysis from an AI is so fucked right now. Because you tell the AI to make an analysis about toxic relationships in South Park, and they're gonna actually look up on Google what is a definition of a toxic relationship, and the AI is gonna use classic fucking Google examples. Oh, my girlfriend, she was nagging so much.
She just wants to talk and 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 talk. It's not so bad when you're with her because you can always shut her up by putting something in her mouth.
Excuse me, what? What the fuck? Yeah, that's AI. That's AI. It'll just be like, oh yes, let's look at what a toxic boyfriend looks like. And then the thing is, and it makes believe that it's them themselves. That's the craziest part. Like the AI is making believe it's a human. Sorry, what?
Huh?
But when you're apart and you're on the second hour of a FaceTime call, listening to her tell a pointless story about a hairdresser who cuts 2 inches off of her friend's hair instead of 1 inch, you just want to yell
1 inch?
at her to shut up.
What?
What'd he say?
So you pretend to listen because you don't want to hurt her feelings. You probably sit there and keep toggling the Wi-Fi on and off and on and off over and over again just to make the call buffer, and then blame it on her having a poor network connection. She wants foreplay. She wants you to be romantic. Take her out more. Call her more. Blah, 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 blah.
What? Oh my god. See, but here's what I'm trying to say. When the AI wants to find toxic relationships, they'll be like, okay, what is part of a toxic relationship? And they'll be like, oh, husband turned Wi-Fi when mad. And then they just incorporate that into its story.
What the fuck was that? Was that supposed to be a joke? Why did we just spend nearly 3 minutes of the video talking about this dude's hatred for his girlfriend? If it was a joke, it was certainly hard to tell considering the narrator sounds like an alien attempting to mimic human emotion the entire time. Nothing in his voice made it sound like he was joking or being sarcastic, so if he was, he certainly needs to work on his delivery. And I don't need to point out how, if this isn't a joke, it essentially invalidates anything this guy has to say about Cartman being a narcissist, considering he doesn't realize that his own behavior could be used in the DSM-5 as an example of narcissistic behaviors.
Now, unlike me, Cartman is a psychopath.
I love how he says, unlike me. Like, AI has gotten to this level that it's making channels try to trick you into thinking it's human. Now that's fucked up. That is so fucked up. Like, this is so much worse than just analyzing a cartoon from the perspective of AI. This is an AI trying to trick you into thinking it's a human analyzing a cartoon. Damn.
Narcissistic monster demon spawn.
I'm barely even a third of the way through this video, and I am so confused at this point. So many things just didn't add up about all of this, and I couldn't get over that narrator. Why did he sound like that? Why was he—
Because it's an AI voice. That's not a real guy.
Constantly mispronouncing easy words, almost like he was reading a typo exactly.
He was reading a typo exactly. Because it's not human!
That rackles Cartman to no end.
Bro, he got so rackled.
I had my barber empathize my hairline.
No! He was empathizing my hairline. He was saying, don't worry, hairline, you'll be okay.
Every time I got a haircut.
How could he be so clueless he doesn't even know how to make the jokes correctly? In another video, he literally made a joke about Compound V from The Boys.
And he called it Compound 5. Watch. And he called it Compound 5. You ready?
But this is how he read it.
Before he drank Compound 5 and got—
Oh, get completely obliterated, Flower Man! Call this bitch pre-watched every time. I know, because a lot of people don't realize that I also have been down this same rabbit hole. I also have been overanalyzing the fucking insane AI rabbit holes on YouTube because I'm fascinated by this shit. And I have come across multiple times where they said Compound 5 instead of Compound V because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Obviously, they never watched The Boys. They're just a script reading tool. So yes, I have literally been through this. I have gone down this rabbit hole before. It's so nice to see someone recognizing the insanity in front of their eyes for the first time, but bro, I've been there. I know where it was made.
Jacked.
At first, I didn't
You were born in the dark.
even understand how you make this mistake, but then I realized that they were reading it as if it were the Roman numeral V, like compound 5. So I decided to watch more of their videos, and all of them had these same small issues. At first glance, the videos were totally fine, yet if you really listen and think about what they're saying, it's wrong. All these weird issues made it obvious to me that the person reading this script is obviously not the person writing the script. At the very least, they hired someone.
The person writing the script is probably an AI, and the person reading the script is probably an AI.
To read the script and gave them absolutely no context.
The only thing is, the editing is human. The editing can't be AI. AI is not advanced enough to edit this this seamlessly and match it to the audio. So my guess is, all right, you ready for the Nuxanor game theory? There's a guy somewhere on the fucking planet that hired a bunch of editors from India or the Philippines or something like that, where labor is cheaper, and he hired a bunch of editors, and he creates the scripts through an AI. He gets a AI to narrate it, and then he gets a couple of editors to anonymously work on it. That is my game theory for this industry. And there's this one dude that has like 10 fucking cartoon channels, all in different niches, and that's how he's making an insane amount of money.
Context about what they were reading or any of the jokes, and they are just totally clueless on everything, or something even more nefarious is going on. Something inhuman. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit. And the craziest part about this was all the comments were totally positive. I didn't see a single comment pointing out anything that I've pointed out. Everyone was just talking about how they're an underrated channel. I couldn't find anyone criticizing them at all. I felt like I was losing my mind. How am I the only one that recognizes all this weird stuff going on?
Because you exist on the internet. You see videos, you make videos for a living. For a lot of people, watching a good YouTube video is not necessarily something that people need to put thought in. I don't remember the last time I watched a YouTube video and I didn't look at the amount of views the video had and subscribers the channel had. When's the last time you did that? Probably never, because you're a YouTuber. But if you wouldn't be a YouTuber, you wouldn't give a shit how many views or subs the channel has. You just want to watch content. Ultimately, people are stupid. People are bottom of the barrel stupid people that just want to hear shit that somehow aligns with their worldview or reconfirms their notions. Someone that likes South Park is happy to hear a South Park analysis, not for any insight, but just for kind of a confirmation bias that, yeah, South Park is in fact cool and deep. Like, that's what I think a large amount of these people are.
I have a bad feeling about this, and I really need to figure out what the hell is going on with this channel. I immediately had my suspicions as to what exactly they were doing, but I needed some proof. I needed to get to the bottom of this, so I started digging.
Oh my god! I don't know if I've ever dug deeper than just my initial thought processes. And, okay, so I may have an internal bias here because, you know Kwebbelkop, the guy that made an AI version of himself? So I spoke to Kwebbelkop a lot. Kwebbelkop runs like 10 plus AI fucking bullshit channels on YouTube. Like, you know, a lot of those videos that your dad probably watches, you know, 10 supercars that you can't believe are real, right? Those videos, they're all AI. The cars are fake. The narration is AI. One of them is probably Kwebbelkop's, okay? And a lot of people don't know that. Just saying. All right, let's go.
The first thing I noticed is the thumbnails and titles of their first videos. If you watch channels like mine, these are probably familiar to you. That's because these thumbnails and titles are direct copies of 3 videos made by Made to Express,
that's so fucking scum.
Other YouTuber. Now, personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with taking inspiration from people's thumbnails or titles.
There's a big difference between taking inspiration and literally just stealing the fucking thumbnail. Like, that's a whole other thing. All right, at least put yourself in the corner or some shit like fucking XQC.
I've done it before. Every YouTuber does it to some degree. I've even been inspired by this exact thumbnail and title before. But the difference is, mine is inspired, but not copied. I used aspects of his titles and thumbnails, but I still made it my own. And because I thought that even still this might be too similar, I even credited Made to Express in the description, and he didn't seem to mind. This, on the other hand...
Yeah, this is the same thing. It's just a different font. It's literally the same fucking thing. Oh my god, that's crazy. With the colored in the front and the gray background, the same words with the black background. Oh my god.
This is not inspiration. This is stealing. I mean, just look at them. If you saw these 2 videos side by side, there'd be no way to tell which is which. What this tells me is that, from the beginning, they don't seem to be the most ethical content creators. I mean, it's not the worst.
Big shock. A content farm not being ethical? A content farm machine where the fucking guy wants to shut up his girlfriend by putting things in her mouth? That dude's not ethical? Color me surprised.
worst thing ever, but it's certainly not a great look. So I thought, maybe I could get in contact with them, explain to them that this isn't cool, and get them to explain all the other weird stuff that I've noticed in their videos. So I checked the description. Nothing. So I checked their channel bio.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They don't want you to be able to link them back to anyone. They're not gonna have a social media attached to them because they're not a human.
Another red flag. This seemingly professionally run YouTube channel has absolutely no social media links or contact besides a business email. Weird. Well, looks like I'm not getting in contact with them. But now I knew that they were willing to steal other people's titles and thumbnails, so I thought, what else are they not being so honest about?
Dude, I would have just stolen their videos, honestly. I'm a petty motherfucker. I would have literally just stolen their videos. Yep. I'd have taken their videos and re-uploaded it to my own channel with a different thumbnail, and then at some point they were gonna complain and be like, oh, you don't like this idea of stealing, do you? Interesting. Yes, fascinating. But here, I'll show you back this anime climax guy. This is the guy I showed you earlier with the video with 13 million views, right? This guy, I showed him to you before. You know how you know he's AI? He has no links in bio. You go to more over here, you got nothing. All right, United States, sure, whatever. But there he is. No shit. He's got no way to contact him. Maybe it's not a real human. And if you look at Anime Recap, there are millions of these channels. Millions. Annie Roll, here's another one, all right? This guy is also doing the same shit. He uploads every 2 hours! And dude, this is insane. He uploads 2 hour-and-a-half long videos every single day. But you're gonna tell me this isn't a fucking AI? Of course it's an AI. Obviously. And they all do the same shtick with the goddess, S rank, whatever. And what? No way to contact them? They have no socials? That's crazy. Okay, what about the different Anime Recap channel? Surely they can't all be doing this exact same thing, right? Surely not. Okay, what about Annie Cap? This is a different guy. What about Annie Cap? Oh, nope. No way to contact this guy either. Annie Cap also recaps animes in hour-and-a-half long chunks every day or two. Interesting how that worked out. His superpower lets him level up using points he gets from people's bullshit. But don't worry, guys. He's not real. Welcome. Yeah. Listen, I've done so many deep dives here. I think people don't recognize the lengths I actually go to formulate my own opinions. People think that my opinions are just straight from my ass. And they're only correct about a solid 20% of the time. I'd say about 20% of my opinions are from my ass. But 80% of my opinions are actually based on analysis. That's right. I'm not your average streamer. I am a streamer that is also a narcissist.
I go back to the description and noticed how formulaic it seems. Almost reminds me of how I would write my discussion posts in college.
Oh my god, it's stealing college thesis shits.
Wait, I copy and pasted some of the descriptions into an AI detector and
they're all AI.
Yep, 100% AI generated. So they use ChatGPT to write their descriptions.
I can like fucking see through, like, call me Doctor Strange the way he's gonna do this. However, it's not necessarily true that their videos are AI. It may be they're just using an AI tool for their descriptions.
Again, on its own, this isn't the worst thing in the world, but considering how blatantly they were willing to use generative AI, it continues to solidify this pattern of not so ethical behavior. I tried to do the same with their scripts.
A lot of people, by the way, do use AI to write their descriptions just because people are lazy, which I don't really think matters. Like, I don't give a shit. I mean, have you seen my descriptions lately? I have 2 types of descriptions, all right? I have 2 types of descriptions on my YouTube channel. I have my base descriptions, and then I have my even more based descriptions, all right? Like, here, as an example. Here's a video with a base description. Chesticles and testicles. Okay, I had a good intro on that one, that's for sure. But here, this was my base description on this one. It all began when Ava Chris Tyson got exposed. Then Mr. Beast got into insane drama. Then Mr. Beast's former employee called him a fraud. Then Mr. Beast's team did the worst damage control with the worst responses and lawsuits. Then Mr. Beast's charity Team C's got exposed with iPad 404. Then Mr. Beast... You get the idea. I literally just... You get what I am saying. You understand. I'm glad we're on the same page. Anyway, and then I have my other type of description, which I would argue is my even more based description. All right? So here's another description. Mr. Beast's response to the crypto allegations situation is insane. That's my new description. I literally put moist critical titles as the descriptions of all my videos now, and I very much enjoy doing that. So a lot of people actually think the description matters, and therefore they want to have like some incredibly intricately written shit. They're wrong. but I don't blame them if they use AI.
Which I speculated were also at least partially written by ChatGPT, but I couldn't get anything conclusive, so I moved to Google.
They're definitely written by ChatGPT, no doubt.
I start simple. I type in Carrick Artman with quotes around it to make sure all the results have that name exactly. I scroll for a while, not really getting any information until I stumble across this Facebook post that was made in a video editors group on Facebook. Urgently, need a professional video editor who can create animation videos like this. This same post was actually made in several Facebook groups, a couple different video editing groups, one called YouTube Cash Cows and one called Pakistani Video Editors Hire. I wondered if the person making these posts was the owner of the Carrick Artman channel.
Pakistani. All right, so my guess was Indian or Philippines-based video editors, but I'm telling you that I'm right. I'm literally right. It's some guy in their basement that's feeding ChatGPT scripts from South Park episode summaries and YouTuber video analyses, transcripts. They're taking that shit, they're putting it to the AI, it shits something out, they get some AI voice tool to voice it, then they hire an editor for cheap labor. Here, like, dude, you don't understand how sad it is. Where's the transcript fucking button? I always forget where they put this shit. Anyway, there's a transcript, so I'll tell you something that someone was telling me to do. All right, here, look at this shit. Okay, so if you go over here, transcript, show transcript. All right, so if you click show transcript, it shows you the transcript. This is the entire script of his video. Okay, now I'll tell you this because I know that people do this. I saw this in a course when I was doing research. Okay, look at it. Look at how nefarious this fucking shit. And again, I'm not saying this because I agree it should be done. I'm saying this because I know for a fact this is happening. People will do something evil like this. All right, then they will click copy. And then they will paste all of that shit into ChatGPT. And then they will say, rewrite this script as if you were Mr. Beast writing this script. And then it would literally rewrite that entire transcript with nuanced differences and opinions. It's painful to hear this, but this is a fact. And a lot of people, in my opinion, especially like in the anime recap channels, for example, they don't watch the anime. They just recap each other's recaps. People are legitimately doing this? Yes, people are legitimately doing this. They're going to a video that's popular, that's relatively generic, like an anime recap, let's say. They will copy the transcript, they'll put it into ChatGPT, they'll be like, rewrite this, and it becomes actual AI incest, copy of a copy of a copy, and all the babies end up looking like incest babies. It's a money farm, it sucks, it's bullshit. I wish YouTube would have some way of noticing and knowing when this was happening, but as it stands right now, they don't notice, and my guess is they don't even really care unless it's specifically misinformation content farms like the Uncover Discovery that I showed you earlier. It is awful. And it goes so much deeper than I think even Mr. Blooms is willing to say, or that he recognizes.
If he was, maybe I could find out more about their operation. So I began searching through his Facebook page and I noticed he claims to be the co-founder of a company. So I look up this company and I end up on their website. The company claims to be a software development partner, and as I click through their website, I notice their generative AI package. They give some examples of things you could do with it, and the first one is most interesting to me. AI-driven content creation? I look through the site's about page where they list all of their employees, and I notice that all of them are either from India or Pakistan.
Ooh. I mean, I said India. That was my guess.
Be army and save Pakistan and destroy India.
Oh my God! What the fuck was? Wait, what? Sorry, this is one of my favorite videos ever. Found the reason to use it. Oh my God.
Well, that explains the posts made in the Pakistani Facebook groups, and the fact that some of the posts claimed he was looking for only Pakistani video editors. In fact, it seems like almost all of the hundreds of thousands of people in these Facebook groups are Indian or Pakistani.
My pledge is to help people who need for like people money and all this.
He's going to help the people in Pakistan. Great.
So I spent a few hours digging through all of their LinkedIn pages and trying to find any connections, but the most I could find is one of the co-founders has YouTube creator in their list of jobs on LinkedIn. I didn't get anything conclusive, but as I did one last scan of their website, I noticed a link for a Discord server. Obviously, I couldn't join on my main account, or that could be pretty suspicious, and if I wanted to talk to the person that made the post, he seemed only interested in Pakistani people, so I had to go undercover. The name—
Alright, dude, this is crazy. Oh my God, he actually infiltrates the cult. Here, but I just want to show you what this transcript thing that I'm talking about, because I think it's important to note. All right, I'm not gonna obviously copy paste the entire thing, but let's just simply copy the first 1 minute of his video. okay? All right, this is personal, all right? So that's the first 1 minute of this guy's video, okay? So now, here we go. ChatGPT, summarize the following as if you were Mr. Beast, all right? Check this out, and then you just paste that entire fucking thing. That is the transcript, and ChatGPT will think for a second. Yo, what's up, guys? I've been on a wild 2-month hunt, digging deep into some sketchy South Park video essays, and let me tell you, it's been insane. I went through old Facebook posts, private forums, even went undercover to connect the dots. Remember that video I did almost 2 years ago about making a South Park video essay with just AI? Well, things have changed big time. What started as a fun test has transformed into a full-blown expose on a huge network of channels lying and tricking audiences just to make money. What's crazier? Most people don't even realize they're being deceived. I wasn't planning on making this video since I usually avoid drama, but this hits close to home and I knew I had to speak up. Stay tuned. This is going to get interesting. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how the fucking AI channels are doing this shit. I mean, I think, again, Mr. Blooms isn't even willing to recognize the insanity here. They are taking scripts from other channels, they are plugging them into the AI chatbot, and they are just saying, rewrite this as if it was something else. It's similar, but it's not the same. Like, at the end of his thing is, I don't like drama or calling people out, but this was different because it was personal. And his was, it hit close to home, and I knew I had to speak up, stay tuned. Like, this is different wording. Like, this is what's going on YouTube. And then, after you have this, you take this, and you put it into a fucking voice guy, an AI voice reader shit, and the AI voice reader shit reads it, and then he ships it off to an editor. Like, this is what's happening.
I came up with Stan Marsh. Yeah, it looked Pakistani enough for me, so I joined the server. The server was literally just me and the employees, and as I searched through it, most of the channels were blocked. I was able to find 2 flyers though, one advertising their generative AI and chatbots, and another advertising their graphic design services, which specifically included YouTube thumbnails as one of their examples. I tried to message the dude that made the Facebook posts initially to act like I was interested in the job, but they never got back to me. Which I gotta admit, kinda offended me a little bit. I mean, I'm pretty sure my resume is a little better than most of their editors. But after that, that was it. That was all the info I could gather about this company. I hit a dead end. Was this actually the person who ran the Carrick Artman channel, or was this someone just trying to imitate them? I couldn't be certain.
Probably the person that ran the channel that just wants more editors for other channels.
And however, it was strange that this dude who runs a software engineering company is making posts looking for editors to work on cartoon analysis YouTube videos, and it's kind of coincidental that they seem to have a specialty in generative AI considering my theories. But regardless, that was it. There was nothing else for me to find. I was stumped. I never found any concrete evidence that this channel is tied to the company, and I also never really found any significant proof that Carrick Artman was doing anything wrong, besides maybe copying thumbnails. So, I gave up.
For 1 day! Literally the next day, this happened!
There was nothing I could do. I just
for 1 day
had to live with the fact that Carrick Artman's gonna exist and continue to get more and more popular, despite knowing deep down that something was wrong. And I just could not get over the narrator. What were they doing? Why did the narration sound like that? It was so weird, but there was nothing I could do. So I gave up.
For 1 day! I know it's coming. He's literally baiting that. He is baiting this.
For exactly 1 day.
Oh, get fucking owned, Flower Man. Oh, easy clap. Every time. Every time. Pre-watch Denor lives every moment. He was literally building that shit up. You don't understand. I see those debates a mile away. Oh my god. Nice try, bro. Very cool.
Because the very next day, I got this DM on Twitter. Can I edit South Park videos for you? Here is my recent edit.
Oh my god, dude, no! The person he was looking into reached out to him. Oh, that's scary as fuck. I'll be honest, this was almost as scary as when I was like making videos calling out Mr. Beast, and then Mr. Beast messaged me on Twitter like, hey, what's your Discord? And I was like, it shook me to my core. I was very shocked and surprised and appalled. I was like,
Oh my god, this is exactly what I was looking for. I thought there was no way I'd ever get in contact with these people, and yet here they are on my doorstep reaching out to me. So I thought about it for a few days and decided I can't let this opportunity pass me by. I'd consider it. If you don't mind me asking, do you make these videos yourself or just edit them? And if not, do you know who writes and narrates them? Now, obviously I had no intentions of actually hiring this person considering how much I dislike that editing style they use, but I knew the only way they would give me any information is if I acted interested, and it worked.
So he strung along a poor Pakistani editor. This poor Pakistani editor guy literally being dragged along by Flower Man, being used and abused for the information and context that he has. Flower Man, you are officially becoming a YouTuber. You're not a real YouTuber unless you're willing to use the peons for your bidding. That was a joke. I don't blame you. I would have probably done the same thing.
I only edit them. The one who writes the script is someone else from the team. So
yeah, because the team is the team of editors. The script guy is the one dude that's feeding transcripts into ChatGPT. Listen, I see it. I see the stars aligning.
So immediately we get confirmation of what we already knew pretty much, and that's that this is a team of people working together. Now, honestly, just having proof that this is a team of people working on this channel is enough proof to me to say that this is a pretty scummy thing to do. If you watch any of their videos, the narrator is always talking in the first person. Same with any comments he makes on the videos or any community posts he makes. It's always I am doing this or I.
Hey everyone, thought I'd make a community post as I'm apparently speedrunning the YouTube scene where I'm currently balancing on the edge of being canceled. Oh my god, dude is literally me. Flower Man is a nice guy. Yeah, I do like Flower Man. No, but the thing is, like, I have editors, but like, I refer to myself in my videos as I. Like, if I make a community post, I'm gonna say, I am literally shitting myself right now. Right? I would say it as I, as opposed to we, because I think people realize that I am the main character of the channel, and I do employ people to help the channel actually run smoother, but I am the main character of my channel. You know, it's not everything needs to be Jaden and I are taking a shit right now. I don't have to be that specific. So, I could, if, hypothetically, Carrick Artman was a real guy, which he isn't, and he was just employing editors. I don't think there's anything scummy with him saying I, if there was a team of editors.
Never would have known. It's never the team or we. Even the bio of the channel said posting weekly South Park video essays where I go over topics and how South Park has handled them. Clearly the people running this channel want it to seem like it's one person. Like this is just a dude that likes South Park and is making videos about it. They're going out of their way to hide the fact that this is actually a team of people working on this. Now again, I have no issue with a team of people working on a YouTube channel. The issue is that they're lying about it. This isn't just some dude that's uploading his South Park videos from his dorm room. This is a full-blown, professionally done operation. And this—
yeah, like me. Look how professionally and done my operation is. You could tell that my operation is professional because all the thumbnails are so different. See, I think that's really the defining feature. Like, if the thumbnails would all basically look the same, then I'm obviously a fucking fraud. But since the thumbnails are all classic and different, I think that it really goes to show the level of love and care and passion I put into each individual video.
This professional operation cosplaying as some dude that makes South Park videos in order to avoid the stigma that comes with being a content farm.
He's right. He's right. The AI that's something very real and very good insight on Mr. Detective Bloom's part. He is literally cosplaying like he's not a content farm. Because the content farm channels are everywhere, and people are now, I think, aware that there are content farms. So the fascinating part is the fact that the content farms are becoming so smart that they are now making believe they aren't content farms because they know people have an aversion to content farms. This isn't a content farm. This is a content sweatshop. 5 editors, 0 thumbnail artists, bruh. Dude, fuck you, bro. What the shit, man? Listen, I take pride in my thumbnails, okay? Listen.
That's pretty fucked up, but I still had so many unanswered questions. I wanted to find out exactly what was going on, and I wanted to prove that there was something weird about that narrator. So I asked the editor, okay, then who writes the scripts? He's a guy from Kenya.
Nutty?
Kenya? I was definitely not expecting that. So I think it's safe to say that the script writer is—
why were you not expecting that, Blooms? That's pretty racist, if I have to say so myself. Someone canceled Blooms for racism. Thank you.
not the same person as the narrator. I mean, maybe I'm being stereotypical, but that doesn't really sound like what I would expect someone from Kenya to sound like.
What the fuck do you expect someone from Kenya to sound like? God damn! What do you expect them to sound like, Obama? That was a really deep reference for those of you that are interested in political memes.
And by looking at the editor's Twitter page, it was obvious that he was Indian. And so clearly he's not doing the narration either. So I need to know who is doing the narration. I know it seems like I'm kind of caught up on this, but I'm telling you, this was the thing that was driving me the most insane.
It's an AI voice.
But after that,
it's an AI voice. Why is this so complicated? I don't understand. It's so obviously an AI voice.
Absolute bombshell. I knew I needed to play it cool to keep this guy talking to me. So I give a long-winded response, pretty much glazing the editor and the channel. And I end it by asking for more.
Nothing works as good as a good glaze.
More information about this team that he claims to be a part of. This was the response I got. Yeah, the team runs multiple channels, so they are experienced. We are like
Yep.
3 editors for one single 20-minute video. I'm the guy who edits the first 6 to 10 minutes of the video because intro part matters. Okay.
Yeah, I know a lot of people do this. They have like one editor that's like incredibly, like much more talented and paid at a higher rate than other editors. And since the beginning of the video is normally what it takes to actually hook somebody, they very often take like a better editor to edit the first like 3 minutes of the video, and then they ship off the rest of the video to like an editor that's just gonna make light edits through the rest of the video that they pay at a lower rate. Like, that's a very common thing. It's crazy how optimized this sweatshop is, and I bet Carrick Artman is not where it started. I bet it started in other niches. Like, for all you know, the people that are making top 10 supercars and top 10 tennis games are fucking the same guy. Like, there's no passion that goes into these videos. It's obviously just inserting scripts from other people that do have passion into an AI generator.
Another absolute bombshell. Now, obviously, I had my suspicions that this content farm probably spanned over multiple channels, but to have it just confirmed outright to me like that was shocking, to say the least. So now we know for certain that this team consists of at least 4 members, 3 editors, and 1 writer. Plus, there has to be a narrator somewhere because...
Why is he getting so hung up on the narrator?
Because obviously no one
guy
that we've talked to so far is doing the narration. So I took a moment to think about it, and when I did, I realized something else. You're telling me that a team of 4 people is capable of completing a 20 to 30 minute video essay and uploading it every 2 days, and apparently running several other channels at the same time. This is straight up impossible, and it further solidified my theories that they are clearly using some kind of AI technology to help with this.
I mean, I just showed you how they did it, to be honest. Like, I appreciate the investigative journalism on Bloom's behalf, but I literally just showed you how they did it. They just take transcripts from other videos and they put it into an AI generator.
The editor continued and said that he doesn't know much insider stuff because he only joined it a month ago. He ended this response by saying that I am their competitor and that they are heavily inspired by me. Oh, nice. Really? Really?
Yeah, they're heavily inspired by you because they copy your transcripts to put them into ChatGPT. Bro, that's why!
Carrick Artman channel, it's really inspired by me. No way. No, it's not. Really? Inspired by my videos. No. So I respond in a similar manner, asking if they have a name for their group or if they work for a company or what.
Inspired by you is not a compliment. It just means they see your video goes viral and they copy your transcript and they put your transcript into ChatGPT instead of somebody else's.
He responds by saying that he doesn't know, he never looked into it, and he just joined a Facebook group one day called Carrick Artman. Something tells me that he might just be playing dumb and he does in fact know if he works for a company or not. But for whatever reason, he is hesitant to share that information. After that, I ended up chatting with him a little bit about YouTube just to keep the rapport going. I didn't really get any more information, but at this point, I was fully back into this investigation. And coincidentally, not too long after this, the YouTubers Slush and Smark happened to drop their videos about the white thumbnail channel.
Yeah, all these white thumbnail people, they're also doing the same shit. They're all literally content farms. I don't know if there's one guy doing all of them or one guy doing what somebody else is doing. The content farm shit is big and it's real and it's here and it's not going anywhere.
If you haven't seen those videos, I highly recommend you go watch them, but the shortened version is that YouTube has become infested with these channels that all have the exact same thumbnails for their videos and are basically just AI generated content farms where they're pushing out these videos that are basically just summarizing episodes of cartoons. It's super lazy and more of these channels were popping up every day for different shows. And this is something that I had known about already, but what I realized is that this all sounds kind of familiar. In fact, this sounds a lot like what I speculate the Carrick Artman channel to be.
It's all the same shit. It's one guy probably running multiple channels in the same niche using the same AI tools in order to propagate the same fucking bullshit every time. Yep.
Doing. But the difference is these white thumbnail channels were easy to call out because it was very obvious that these are all just AI generated slop. The Carrick Artman channel, on the other hand, did seem to put in more effort to concealing the fact that they were using AI. Specifically
the difference is the Carrick Artman channel is there to make believe that it itself is not an AI channel. That's the twist. That's the crazy twist. Carrick Artman is making believe it's real and it's a human.
The scripting, since it seemed like they had a writer that would take the AI written script and piece it together to make it more human-like and add the jokes, whereas these white channels seemed to just read directly from a ChatGPT script. But it was incredibly validating after researching this for so long to see that someone else is recognizing the similar patterns. But even following these videos being released, no one was calling out Carrick Artman specifically. So I decided to leave a comment on Mark and Slush's videos, basically saying that this rabbit hole goes a lot deeper than they even think it does, as there's channels that...
Should I be leaving a comment on Bloom's video to tell him that the rabbit hole goes a lot deeper than even he thinks it is? Because I don't think he recognizes the exact fucking insanity that's going on. Not with the real life politics stuff and not with the in my opinion, incredibly obvious transcript stealing. DM him. He DM'd me. He asked me to react to this video. I don't think he expected me to have as much insight as I actually do. Damn, it's almost like this is transformative content or something. Sheesh, sheesh.
But they might not even realize are
Let's see if he's up. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll message him after we get there.
AI generated. Now, the day before, I had been DMing with Johnny Two Cellos, and I actually mentioned this situation to him. I sent him basically all of the evidence I had gathered up to that point about Carrick Artman, and his opinion was nearly identical to mine, that it seemed like these scripts were AI generated, and then they had a person go through and edit them. But I had also mentioned to Johnny my theory that I've been hinting at this whole video, and this theory is that the narrator for this channel
is in fact AI. Mind blown. My ears are exploding. My balls are dropping. He's gonna say it like it's some big, the narrator is AI. What? You ready? You ready? It's crazy.
Is in fact not a real person and is just an AI tool that does text to speech.
No! No! What? No! No! I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Listen. It's not Bloom's fault. Okay? It's my fault. It's my fault that I am OCD to the extent that I fucking did this deep dive. I have done, not specifically with Carrick Artman, but I have done the exact deep dive you're doing. I have done it. I have been there, bro. Oh my God. And no matter how many people do it and how many YouTube employees I told about it, nothing will ever happen because no one actually gives a shit. It's not that Blooms is dumb, Boss is smart. No! Blooms is smart, and I am dumb. I've just done this research before. I'm not insulting his intelligence. I don't expect him to be as on the pulse of random YouTube shenanigans like I am, because I do this stuff all the time. Oh my God. See, what Blooms doesn't know is that I am, in fact, just a very advanced AI.
Now, Johnny didn't necessarily agree with me on this. He thought it was a real narrator, and that is
oh, poor sweet summer baby.
The case with pretty much everyone that I talked to about this.
Oh, so many poor sweet summer babies.
I am telling you, as someone who has listened to more Carrick Artman videos at this point than probably anyone else in the world, this is an AI narrator. It might just be—
yeah, no, I definitely, like, there's not even a fraction of doubt in my mind. Bro, dude, here, okay, look. So here's Bloom's toxic relationship South Park video, okay? All right, here, this is how it starts.
As you may remember from my previous psychology video, Cartman is a pretty horrible person just in general. And no matter how bad I felt for him after seeing his future at the end of the Return of COVID special, I will still acknowledge that someone of his character, at least in this timeline, would undoubtedly be one of the most evil people to ever exist.
All right, now here's the beginning of the toxic relationship video by Carrick Artman.
I have a challenge for you. Name a personality disorder that can only be cured with a bullet. I'm willing to bet that no matter which disorder you name, Cartman already has it. Now, imagine being his girlfriend.
What, you're really gonna— now, imagine being his girlfriend. What, you really think that that's a real human? There's no way that's not a real human. Of course that's fake shit. No, imagine being his girlfriend.
One of the best AI text-to-speech voices I have ever heard, and they make it even more convincing by adding fake pauses, fake ums and uhs during the narration.
I think he's wrong. Blooms, I don't think you recognize the gravity of what's going on. You don't realize the gravity of what's happening!
But I'm telling you, it's AI.
You know, you got the puppy love stage. You just can't really get the girl otherwise.
But we'll talk more about that later.
I don't think he's willing to he's not getting to the meat and potatoes. Bro, it's not the AI voice that's adding the ums. It's the ChatGPT scripting that's doing the ums. Dude. It's not the voice. It's the script. Here, look. I don't look. Okay. All right. Here. Again, we'll do the same intro that we did last time, right? The same over the past 2 months intro that we did in the last time. All right. Rewrite the following, not rewrite, that could get pretty racist. Rewrite the following script, but add pauses for comedic timing and add jokes. All right, and there's the script. All right, now let's see what he does. All right, this is the intro to the video we are literally watching right now. Dude, look how much that is. All right, over the past 2 months, I've been doing some digging. I mean, really digging. Like, I found my old high school report card digging. I've spent countless hours searching through old Facebook posts. Private courses, because you know nothing screams, I need answers, like an online course on conspiracy theories. And even going undercover. Yes, you heard that right. I dressed as a raccoon. Do you see what's going on? This is what's happening. It's not the AI voice that's adding the ums. It's the scripting. You can add scripts to make it sound human. All this exhaustive research, and by exhaustive, I mean I've lived on coffee and desperation for weeks, was to uncover the truth behind a South Park video essay channel that just felt off, like a pancake with no syrup. Do you see what I'm saying? So, you all might remember the little video essay I made almost 2 years ago called Can I Make a South Park Essay Using Only AI? Back then, the answer was, drumroll please, yes. But only if my AI was having a really bad day. Well, a lot has changed in the last 2 years. Apparently, now even AI can get a degree in video essays. My silly little experiment has gone from a goofy idea to a full-blown reality as I discovered something rather shocking. Do you see what's going on? Do you see what's happening? Now, I wasn't initially planning on making this video. Drama? Not my style. But folks, this was different. This was personal. Like finding out your childhood teddy bear has been hosting a secret life as a YouTube influencer. Do you see what's going on? The pauses and the ums and the laughs, that's added by the ChatGPT scripting tool. That's not added by the AI voiceover. The AI voiceover is just reading whatever the scripting tool wrote. Nux is teaching us how to effectively use AI for free. Listen, I've gone down this rabbit hole. I've literally gone down the influencer fucking course rabbit hole.
So at this point, Slush reached out to me on Discord about the comment I left on his video. He already had my Discord because he reached out to me after I had a temper tantrum in the comment section of his Pip video after he made a joke.
The first half of my video of Pip is pretty important context since it details my issues with Pip as a character.
Made a joke about me. I was being very
I don't think I've ever written a comment this long in my entire career.
Sensitive, and it's incredibly embarrassing looking back on it. But we're cool now, and I gave him all the information I had about this Carrick Artman stuff. And with that, I had 2 new recruits into this investigation. Immediately after joining, Slush then asked me if I had looked at Carrick Art's community page. It hadn't even occurred.
Listen, Blooms, if you ever want to do like some sort of investigation type thing ever in the future, and you want my assistance, I would be happy to help you. I may know more about the YouTube fucking ecosystem without calling out names than I let on. So, definitely reach out if you feel like you need assistance in any of these bullshits, because they are always interesting.
To me, so when I went and looked, I was shocked by what I found. This is a very long post, so I'm just going to summarize the important parts. He makes a joke about being canceled. Again, all of the language used in this is very specifically designed to make it look like he's just one person, but he talks about how he uploaded a video called Every Time Eric Cartman Deserved to Go to Jail, which then received a copyright strike, causing them to push it back. He even supplies us with proof of the fact that the video was done before Tuesday with a frame.io link. Now, basically, the reason he's specifying the day is because he claims he's being accused of copying another YouTuber. He also mentions that
he's definitely copying another YouTuber. He's stealing their scripts.
He really enjoys watching another creator called Sweaty Clam.
Sweaty Clam is an AI channel. There is no way they could be that fucking stupid. Sweaty Clam's the white thumbnail guy, no? Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Sweaty Clam, an AI channel. Yep, look at the AI channel. This is AI. This is all AI. All of it is AI. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sweaty Clam. AI channel. Good shit.
Now, if you had watched those white thumbnail videos we're talking, you would recognize that name immediately, because Sweaty Clam was one of these white thumbnail channels and was very clearly using AI. So the fact that Carrick Artman follows it up by saying he was making really quality content and he really recommends that everyone watches it is a little weird. And the fact that he was very clearly trying to create one of these white thumbnail videos is also really suspicious. So then he goes on to basically throw a pity party for himself, complaining about all the mean comments, saying that he was fearing for his safety and that he was getting messages directly targeting him, which obviously isn't true considering he's not one person, he's multiple people, and if it's the writer that's writing this, which is of course what I suspect, he lives in Kenya, so I don't think he has much to worry about. And my favorite part of this post is when he says, "So yeah, I let them get the better of me and took my video offline. Congratulations."
What?
He also
That's insane. Wait, hold up. What the fuck? He's complaining about a copyright strike?
talks about his motivation for becoming a content creator and how it's to provide fun entertainment. Yeah, I'm sure. But honestly, I think the funniest part of all of this is the fact that obviously he's trying to appear as one person, but he was so focused on proving that he wasn't copying this dude that he uploaded the entire video to frame.io before it went live.
Yeah, isn't frame.io is a work sharing site?
But literally the entire purpose of frame.io is team collaboration on projects. So if you're really just one dude making videos, you would have literally no reason to have uploaded the video there.
Again, I think that doesn't necessarily prove anything, because I do think it could be one guy that's working with his editors and he goes on frame.io with his editors to work with. I don't think that is necessarily damning. I think the rest of it is.
The whole thing was incredibly dumb, but the biggest piece of information for our purposes was the fact that he was trying to create one of these white thumbnail channels, essentially. So that's a bit more like circumstantial evidence to say that they're probably using AI, because all of those channels are. It was around this time that I was scrolling through my YouTube recommended page, which I tend to do, when something caught my eye.
Somer Himpson. I told you there were more of them. I told you there were more of these channels. They do this with every freaking niche on the planet. Every single niche.
Somer Himpson. You know, that's kind of the same naming scheme as Carrick Artman. And you know,
I'm telling you, there's a Jeter Piffin one as well. I am telling you.
what else? These thumbnails are exactly like Carrick Artman's.
True.
In fact, the whole video is exactly like Carrick Artman's. The narration, the editing, it even has the same disclaimers in the description. So obviously, I figured this was the same people that made the Carrick Artman channel. But as always, I wanted to have some proof. And the very first thing I noticed was on Carrick Artman's newest video at the time, there was a pinned comment in which he discusses how this week there will only be 2 uploads instead of the usual 3.
He actually doesn't say that. He says this week will sadly only have 2 uploads, which is very different.
The comment in which he discusses
Even Warhammer isn't safe. Guys, pay attention. Nothing is safe. Any niche that exists on YouTube, you have some fucking incest content sweatshop, AI slopping content onto the scene. Every single community has it. Every single one.
how this week there will only be 2 uploads instead of the usual 3. I go and look at when the Somer Himpson video was uploaded, and it just so happens it was uploaded on the exact same day that this post was made. What a coincidence that right as the other channel begins to upload, the Carrick Artman channel reduces their amount of uploads. Almost as if adding this channel means that they now have to split their attention between 2 channels. And if that wasn't enough proof for you that these are definitely owned by the same people, I did some digging into the editor's Twitter to see if I could find any connections, and I noticed he tends to interact with a small circle of Indian and Pakistani editors. So I was looking through the pages of all the people he interacts with the most, and one of the ones he interacts with more than anyone else just so happened to have this tweet pinned on their account.
No! Client win. They grew from 60 to 560 subscribers in 3 days. There must be a video today. If you want similar treatment for your channel, hit me up.
If there's one thing I've learned about these Indian and Pakistani editors on Twitter, they cannot help but flex their views, even when they are clearly
every single time. Every single time. But here's the thing. They don't just flex their views. They flex shit that's not theirs. I've seen someone flexing my channel as if they were the editor of my channel saying, oh, hell yeah. Look at all my hard work. I helped bump this guy up. If you want anime videos, you know where to go. And I'm like, what the fuck? This guy doesn't work for me. I was like, wait a second.
Supposed to be secretly working for a channel, like they can't tell anyone the name if they ask for it, they still gotta post whenever something does well. And it definitely made this investigation a little easier.
My plan is to, when I will grow up, I will help the poor people by giving their homes, by giving them homes.
Inshallah, he is going to give homes to everyone.
To me, this pretty much proves that it's the same people. So after this, I began to notice more and more of these channels popping up. They were all exactly the same thumbnail.
Yeah, Bob Perch. Right? It's the same shit, same style, same, oh my god.
Same narration style, same editing style.
Greeter Piffin! I told you I knew Greeter Piffin was a real guy. I told you Greeter Piffin was real, and no one wanted to agree.
Same disclaimers in the description, and a character animated in the same style as the show. At this point, we knew these were all connected, but we didn't really have any ways to get any new information. So I decided to try my luck with the editor again and see if I could get anything else out of him. Hey man, are you still looking to work on South Park vids? Sure, what will I be doing? Please tell me more. Well, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I was thinking about having you edit some smaller videos for my second channel. Do you still work for the Carrick Artman channel by chance? Yup. Is there any issue for? I think he meant, is there any issue with me working for the channel? Well, I'm not certain about anything yet. I just had some ideas for some more casual stuff where I talk about South Park. I've never really hired an editor before, so I'm not sure what pay would be. If you don't mind me asking, how much does Carrick Artman give you, just so I have an idea? Funny enough, this is actually kind of true. I've only hired an editor twice. It was my boy Octopox. He edited the video where I read fan fiction, and he also edited one of the videos on my second channel where I react to a South Park analog horror series. It's actually pretty funny. I recommend you check it out. I then asked about the channel. I said, I know you don't know much about the people that run it, but what was the hiring process like for you? Did you apply for it, or did they reach out to you, and how did you find them? I also asked if it would be possible for me to talk to the person that writes for the channel. So he responds, that guy is from Kenya, and I talked to him about your proposal, and he felt flattered and told me that he is loyal to the team and he does not want to waste your time. Though if you do still insist and want to try yourself, I'll give you his Discord ID. And for my question about how he was hired, he totally dodges that by saying, look, just hire me and I'll hire all the editors you need, no big deal. So he completely ignored that question. So shockingly, he actually gives me the writer's Discord ID, which I did not expect. And he lets me know that he told him that I'm going to try to talk to him. So I try to add him as a friend, and before I can even send him a message, I receive one. What we're about to read, probably one of my favorite interactions I've ever had on the internet.
I'm so ready. All right, so now he's talking to the fucking overlord. All right, he managed to get to the top dog. I talked to blank, but I'm truly flattered. I'll have to say no. I view you as competition, and my competition must be destroyed. I should not reveal our industry secrets to you. All right, that's my guess. Enemy villain dialogue. That's what we're predicting here.
I am truly flattered, but I'll have to say no. It's a matter of honor. My current
Dude, no!
employers have been very good to me. I can't repay them with treason.
Treason! Treason!
I would be happy to work for you on other projects, but it can't be anything South Park related. Immediately, I am very confused. It sounds like he thought I wanted to hire him, but he's also talking like a samurai, talking about honor and treason.
True.
But I would also like you to take note of the fact that he says current employers, because we will be coming back to that.
Ooh.
Oh, no worries. I wasn't going to ask you to work for me. I prefer to write my own stuff anyways. I actually just had a few questions about the Carrick Artman channel, if you don't mind. What sort of questions? Well, I was just curious about the team you guys are running. It's amazing how fast you guys are capable of putting out quality content, and was thinking about starting a team of my own. Do you guys work for a company? You know I can't go into details on anything. Oh, no, I didn't know that. Why is that? Isn't it obvious?
I knew he would go down the competition route.
You are the competition. It would be painfully stupid of me to give you anything that can be used against us.
I did not pre-watch the fucking background music he picked. There is no fucking way, bro. No. No, I swear. It's because he played like the first note before I said, right? No, there's no way.
Isn't it
Right,
obvious?
it's because of that hum in the background.
Yes, you are the competition. It would be painfully stupid of me to give you anything that can be used against us. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. I love that shit. Yeah, no. Yep.
You are my competition. I cannot give you my secrets, but
Dude, everyone normally works together to make everyone get better.
no, not us. We are not here for the passion. We are here for the money.
All right, well, that is certainly a way to respond. Well, personally, I look at it as a community. I'm
He's fucking cooked.
friends with a lot of people that make South Park videos, and we give each other tips all the time.
Yeah, true.
It helps everyone improve their content. I
Yeah.
didn't mean any disrespect, of course. I have no
Yeah.
intentions of using anything against you. I'm not even really sure how I would use anything against you, LOL. Now, I gotta admit, I'm not the greatest actor. And I think in hindsight, me saying I'm not even really sure how I would use anything against you
I've definitely done more. Yeah, no, you can't do that shit. You aggroed him. It's no use.
is basically the equivalent of Barry Bonds saying he wouldn't even know how to get steroids. But he responds anyways. I don't know what kind of tips I could possibly give you. You're the big dog.
Yes, you are the big dog. You are the dog that is bigger than us. Oh, yes.
We're just a bunch of upstarts. But no, we don't work for a company. We work for ourselves. We're just a bunch of guys. We've known each other for
We're not a company. We're just a bunch of guys being dudes. We're just a bunch of bros getting together to AI farm content out of different niches on YouTube.
a long time. Some grew up together, worked on a couple
What?
projects, that kind of stuff.
We're like just a group of guys. You know, it's me and my bros. We literally grew up together. Me in Kenya, him in Pakistan, him in India. And we're all just bros. We all went to the same high school, dude.
The company only got created after we started making some money on YouTube and an LLC became a more advantageous tax structure. So let's pause here and do a bit of a recap. First of all, him being so defensive to not want to share any details with me is probably the most suspicious response he could have given me. You see,
Yeah, and it's also insane because no one that actually does content because they like doing content is gonna do that. Everyone likes talking about shit.
I've talked to a few YouTubers, and when you talk to a YouTuber about what they do, they tend to be very enthusiastic about sharing information because they like to talk about what they do. I promise you, I have never messaged a YouTuber and gotten a response saying it would be foolish to tell me anything because I could use it against them.
All right, I'm just telling him, like, also, I could never tell you anything because it would be foolish. You could use it against me. All right, I just sent that to Blooms right now because now there's two people that told him that.
Especially since I literally just asked if they work for a company. And also, responding in this overly defensive and rude manner is the last thing any YouTuber would do if the quote-unquote big dog of their niche reached out to them specifically.
True.
If
If PewDiePie reaches out to you, Mr. Beast reaches out to you, and it's like, hey, I wanted to pick your brain. You're like, I will never give you my secrets, Beast. Stay away.
Johnny Two Cellos had DM'd me when I was at like 1,000 subscribers.
I even answered Mr. Beast when he called me, and I thought he was gonna sue me. Like, unironically. I picked up the phone, and I was like, oh shit, and I thought he was gonna sue me, and he's just like, how's it going? And I was like, it's good.
And asked me questions like this, I would have told him anything he wanted to hear, okay? I just would have been losing my mind over the fact that Johnny Two Cellos even knew I existed, let alone complimenting me. And also, what do you mean anything that could be used against us? Why would you say that unless there was something that could be used against you that you're hiding? And my favorite part of this, we're just a bunch of guys. We've known each other for a long time. Some grew up together, worked on a couple of projects, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so you're telling me that an editor from India just so happens to have been good friends with a random dude from Kenya who also happened to like writing scripts, and apparently also 3 other editors that are Indian and Pakistani, and some anonymous man with a perfect American accent to do narration for them. And if you remember, in the very first message he sent, he said, "My employers have been good to me." So which is it? Are you a group of friends or are you employed by someone? I know what the actual answer is. The answer is that he's employed by someone, but still. So then I respond, "Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I would have loved to have friends interested in making YouTube videos. I have an LLC too, so I get why you would do that. Sorry if it came across as accusatory or anything. You just said employers earlier, so I assumed that meant you were working for someone, LOL. It's no big deal either way. Do you do the narration for the videos as well, or is that someone else?" Now, obviously I know the dude from Kenya isn't doing the narration, but I just had to know. I'm telling you, I was obsessed with this narrator. I needed to figure out what was going on, and I wanted to see how he would respond. So how did he respond? It still feels like you're prying.
I mean, he was right. In his defense, he was right. You were literally prying.
I'm sorry, what? Why is he acting like I'm asking for the password to his YouTube channel? These are the most normal questions ever, and he's acting like these are the most personal questions I could possibly be asking. So I try my best to reel it back a little bit. I say, "Sorry if it's coming across that way. Genuinely, I'm just trying to understand how you guys operate because you make great videos. The person who does the narration is great, and if it was you, I wanted to let you know. Seriously though, if you don't want to share anything with me, that's totally cool. I respect your privacy 100%. Somehow this actually worked, and I got one final response from him. "We're not too different from your channel. We built the whole thing around one guy. There's a small team to help with research, scripting, and editing, but that's about it. There are no big secrets. There are no big secrets."
What's your process for making YouTube videos? There are no secrets. Okay, I was just wondering what. You're not so different, you and I. You know, I got these scars.
Made 5 videos to start. Didn't upload the first one until 5th one was complete. They popped off. This allowed us to do YouTube full time instead of part time like we'd been planning.
Bullshit. No one actually goes doing YouTube full time after 1 week of uploading videos.
That's the reason for the quick turnaround. We just work full time. And luckily I got that screenshot like the moment he sent that, because he also edited his response like a second later to say, "This bit of luck early on allowed us to do YouTube full time instead of part time like we'd been planning." I don't know why he felt the need to add that, but yeah. So this is by far my favorite response out of the.
I think he felt the need to add that because this bit of luck makes it seem like he's some new guy doing YouTube for the first time. As opposed to some guy that literally already has a dozen operational fucking AI content farms in different niches. That's why he needed to add that little bit of luck. Because otherwise, it's experience that's getting these videos to pop off. Because he has 12 other fucking channels where he already popped off.
Entire interaction. My favorite line being, "There are no big secrets." I never said there were any big secrets. I never made anything to accuse him of having any kind of secrets. If this conversation was with someone that had no secrets, this was not suspicious at all. I did not ask a single question that I would deem as suspicious. I've asked other YouTubers these questions just out of curiosity. But my God, I literally don't think you could have scripted a more hilariously suspicious response than everything he said in this interaction.
All right,
you may also notice that he totally avoided the question about the narrator, didn't even respond to that at all, and that's because there is no narrator. It's not a real person. It doesn't exist. It's a computer, I'm telling you. So here's what I think happened in this interaction. I think the first couple of messages he sent were actually his responses, but once I started actually asking questions, he definitely just reached out to whoever's actually in charge, and that person started writing responses for him, hence the change from employers to a group of friends. So at this point, I could tell that they were on to me. Obviously, they knew what I was doing. They knew I was asking them questions to try to get some information out of them, and they didn't like it. So I figured I would try one last time with the editor to see if word had gotten to him yet to basically not answer any of my questions. So I asked him again how he got hired, and his response was, "You're asking lots of strange questions, brother. What's going on?"
Oh no! They got to him. They got to the editor.
I didn't think it was
like they all fucking become part of the fucking Victor hive mind from Arcane. It's like it's too late. He got soul grabbed. It's over.
That strange of a question. I was just wondering, since you reached out to me initially, if that's the same way you got the job working for Carrick Artman. My bad. Like I said, if you don't feel comfortable answering, that's fine. Nothing to do with comfortability. I'm not sure where this combo is heading. You seem more interested in the channel, not in what I'm offering you. Let me know if you need anything else.
Damn.
And with that, I had officially burned all the bridges I had with the Carrick Artman channel, and now it was basically guaranteed that I had no way to communicate with them. But one thing I did have is this dude's Discord ID. And it just so happened that this Discord ID sure looked a lot like a first and last name. Not only that, a very distinct first and last name.
His actual name is his Discord channel? Oh my fucking god, no, you can't be this incompetent.
So I immediately plugged it into Google, and this is what I found. Man, what a weird coincidence. Someone with the exact same name as this guy is on Fiverr, offering to write an original and funny script for any topic. And he's completely paused his services since around the time the Carrick Artman channel started. And he's from Kenya, wow.
No, what a coincidence!
Wow, what a weird coincidence.
That's crazy.
So if it wasn't already obvious, this is not a group of friends. This is a bunch of dudes who were hired by either a person or a company at incredibly low wages with the sole purpose of making a lot of money for that person. Now, at this point, I had exhausted pretty much every single lead that I had. I typed everything into Google a million times. I've been through every page. I looked through everyone's LinkedIn pages, everything you could imagine. But at this point, I had gathered a ton of really good evidence that proved most of my theories correct. But I still didn't know if I was going to make a video. I kind of felt bad for these guys. And I don't mean whoever's at the top hiring all these.
No, it means like the little guys at the bottom that are literally probably being fed scraps while the big guy at top rakes in money from his 40 channels.
People, I mean the people that are being hired. These people are working for probably pennies. And it's hard for me to hate on them when they're just trying to get by. I decided I was just going to take a break from all this for a while. This had been taking up so much time in my life, especially since we had pretty much found anything that we could find. It didn't feel like there was anything left to discover. So I'm just going to take a long break, and whenever I come back, then I'll decide what I'm going to do.
1 day later, Carrick Artman responded.
All right, you ready?
1 day later.
This break lasted 1 day.
I'm literally so fucking good at this. He tries so hard to debate me every single time. It's never gonna happen, Blooms. Just stop. I know that when you put this in your script, I know you had me in mind. I am gonna fool this Nux fucker when he reacts to my video. I am going to fool him. You will never fool me! Oh, yes.
Because the very next day, the day after speaking to this man in DMs, this was posted on the Carrick Artman community page. Lately, I've been getting some—
He literally responded! I was right! Oh, yes! Alright. Okay, alright. Listen, what can I say? Lately, I've been getting some interesting messages about a few of you loyal subscribers.
Interesting messages from a few of you loyal subscribers. Apparently, my channel was mentioned on a website that sells YouTube niches to people looking to get into YouTube for money. I wasn't aware those sites were such a big deal, but it seemed to be quite popular. Big equivalent of Barry Bonds saying he wouldn't even know how to get steroids. They even included a detailed analysis on how anyone can copy my titles, they're not magic, thumbnails, also not magic, and script style, a little magical. Honestly, I take that as a big compliment. It's a testament to the immense support from all of you for enjoying my content and helping this channel grow. Now, I'm not here to gatekeep my content or any content on YouTube. Everyone in the content creation space takes inspiration from one another. Same goes for me. Think I don't watch Bloom's videos or Johnny Tuchello's? I love them. Hopefully they watch mine as well sometimes. Oh, we do. More than you would think. In the end, it's all about delivery.
Yeah, no, it is kind of wild. What an insane response. Oh my god.
This does mean that there might be more competition on the horizon, which is also a good thing. You are the competition.
What? Dude! This dude is literally stealing his speech about competition helping bring everyone up. He's literally stealing his message.
It would be painfully stupid of me to give you anything that can be used against us. It pushes all of us to step up.
I cannot believe he's stealing the guy's speech from his actual Discord DMs.
Our game. And if it leads
the balls of Carrick Artman
to more quality content out there for you to enjoy and for me to take inspiration from, then I'm all here for it. And we give each other tips all the time. It helps everyone improve their content. That said, I believe the best content comes from passion and a genuine love for what you're doing, not just chasing a quick buck. Making these videos takes time, effort, and a lot of research. So if I see or you see other creators tackling similar topics in the future, I think it's important to remember that. Sometimes I might be working on a subject for a while, only for another channel to release a video on it before I do. That could make it look like I'm copying others, but rest assured, if that happens, it's not because I'm trying to copy anyone. It's just part of the creative process. I've experienced experienced this
That's
once before,
insane.
where there was some backlash because I posted a video a few hours after another YouTuber on a similar topic. Hence this community post. Don't want to disappoint you. I want to be transparent.
I want to be transparent. Dude, this is the fucking craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Dude, this is the Joker going to Batman and being like, listen, I am an honest, earnest Gotham citizen just like everybody else, and I want society to be healthy.
Things like this can happen, and it could easily go the other way around too. I never want to spend my time tearing down others.
This is like the most preemptive community post of all time. He knows the fucking Bloom's video is coming, and he is literally preempting like this whole response.
I'd rather use that energy to make even better content for you all. Like I'm
and insulting him in the process. It's like, listen, I would never want to tear down others. Tearing down others is cringe. Because he knows that Blooms is about to make a video exposing this motherfucker.
mentioned in my previous community.
You think Carrick Artman will respond? No. He might, like, crash out, but he's not going to respond.
Community post. So, to anyone looking to jump into this niche, you are more than welcome. Just please aim to bring something original to this table instead of doing a one-to-one copy of what others are already doing.
Even though this guy is literally doing that exact thing. That is insane. That's insane. Wow. Impressive. Very impressive.
We can all thrive together if we push each other to be creative. And hey, if you're interested in collaborating, partnering, or just have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thanks again.
Damn. I can't believe, and the community post is still up. Oh, dude, the comments are eating him. Live stream a face reveal with the same narrator voice. Only way to believe you're real. Oh my God, dude, getting cooked. How long until the community post is deleted? This got awkward. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit.
And for all the love and support, see you in the next video, which will be uploaded tomorrow. Hopefully, Carrick.
Wow, good stuff.
You know, I don't think I have ever read anything in my entire
It's time for the Blooms crash out.
life that made me as angry as this post did. This post is quite possibly the biggest fuck you I have ever seen in my entire life. The absolute gall of these people to create this post knowing I have the information that I have.
Yeah, because they knew that you were either going to go through with the video or not. And if you were, they figured maybe they can get ahead of it, not knowing how deep you actually went. And if you look at Carrick Artman's channel right now, bro lost 6,500 subs over the last few days. Which is, you know, that's a lot because he's been actually gaining a substantial amount of subs a day. You realize he was gaining 5, 6, 7, 8, 900 subs every single day because people really thought that his channel was actually making real shit. And then after the Blooms video, bro lost a lot. Like, this is crazy. Insane.
To morally grandstand about their passion and their, oh, I don't want to spread negativity. I just want to fuck you. To use my own words that I literally spoke to them the night before about the importance of having a community and how it makes all of our content better. The gall to use that in this statement, which they are preemptively putting out to protect themselves for when this video inevitably comes out. The best content comes from passion and a genuine love for what you're doing. You know what? That's true. That's why your content is fucking garbage. That's why you make terrible content, because you have no passion. You're a soulless team of people. So to anyone looking to jump into this niche, you are more than welcome. Just please aim to bring something original to the table instead of doing a one-to-one copy of what others are already doing. Oh my God. Thank you, Carrick. Thank you, Carrick, for giving me permission to make videos about South Park. And you're so right. I need to be original. I need to not steal. I need to not use AI.
Oh, God.
I need to have a real fucking narrator. I wish I could meet the person that wrote this. I'm not going to do anything. I would just want to look at them in the eyes. I would want to see what's going on in your eyes. You know what? It probably wasn't even a person.
I love how this guy, he's so angry. He's so angry. Dude, you know that this guy just has another 30 channels doing the same shit. Bro, this is insane.
It was probably ChatGPT that wrote this. Let's be... Okay, I am composing myself. I apologize. Now, I believe there were a few reasons for this post. Number one, to disassociate themselves from the other channels that are clearly them, such as Somer Himson. Because by putting up this bullshit about someone making a course on how to copy them or whatever, they can just say, oh, well, that's not us. That's just someone that copied us. Unfortunately for them, we have evidence that it is them, so they won't be able to do that. Number two, this is to distance themselves from anyone that is actually copying them, but who isn't as good at hiding.
Dude, look at this shit. couch cartoonery. It's the same fucking it's another AI channel. Trans ginger, Mormons, N-word. It's the same thing. And they all have the same titles. The South Park episode about racism.
The AI, so they don't get lumped in with all these other channels. And the funniest part is this is working because I've seen comments on a bunch of these other copycat channels calling these channels out for using AI while praising Carrick Artman in the exact same breath. I am not kidding. Number 3, and perhaps most malicious of all, is to protect themselves against our investigation.
100%.
They're trying to get out in front of it. They're trying to name drop me and Johnny and act like a fan of us, saying, oh, I'd never want to spend my time tearing down others. All of this is because they know that we're onto them and they can defend themselves by claiming innocence. Oh, we're just a small channel who wanted to make videos and spread positivity, all that bullshit. But I think they severely underestimate the extent to which we've been digging and the scale of this operation.
And also, I think something else that they underestimate, and I think this is important to note, is the people that actually watch like analysis videos on YouTube, whether it's of cartoons or anime or movies or books or music or whatever it is. People that watch analysis videos on YouTube actually want the passion and perspective of a human. And I think that's the main thing. And if it turns out that you're not actually getting the passion of a human, someone that actually is passionate about a piece of art that is giving it to you, that is sharing their passion and their love of this art with you, then you're fucked. They don't realize the fact that how much of a personal backstab this feels to everyone. And I really believe that is the reality. They literally stabbed their audience in the back. Their audience thought they were connecting with a human, and they were not. They thought that a human was telling their personal perspectives of a piece of art, and they weren't. That's why they're fucked. Because most people, they could they might even be able to get away with still making content, and people will eventually forget the Blooms video. But humans want to watch analysis videos because they want to see another human's perspective of a piece of art. And that's something that an AI slop channel will never be able to do.
This post is what finally convinced me to make this video. Preaching about passion and not doing it for money. It's sickening coming from these losers who are gaming the system to make as much money as possible in the most unethical, scummy ways possible, and also stealing my words to promote the idea they were so against in private. It makes my blood boil, which is why we're doing this. I refuse to be complicit in this anymore. For a very long time, I didn't want to make the video because
I mean, and here I am. I'm raising awareness too, okay? I'm raising awareness. I'm a lot more nihilistic because I know Blooms is specifically like a South Park creator. So this person is encroaching the South Park scene. So I think this makes perfect sense. I know there was recently a whole drama in the Warhammer community also. This one guy, this one Australian Warhammer guy made a video calling out someone else who was copying Warhammer lore videos like with AI. Just bullshit. Like, this happens everywhere, and every community is suffering from this. I am not really in any community. I'm just kind of doing my own shit online, which is why I think people do watch me every once in a while. But listen, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, and it's a systemic problem with YouTube, and I really think this is the slop problem. Everyone making videos about slop videos being a problem, this is slop. I really would like there to be some way to do it. I think YouTube should absolutely implement some sort of feature where you have to note if your video was made with AI. I think it's unethical for videos to be able to be posted without any form of disclaimer that it's AI. I'm not saying that the videos shouldn't exist, but they should at least delineate what is AI and what isn't. I really think that is such a major, massive, systemic change that YouTube needs to make. Because otherwise, what are you gonna do? The AI is it's getting better and better. Eventually, we're just gonna have AI content slop stealing content from other AI slop. With the voices are gonna get better, the intonation is gonna get better, the scripting is gonna get better, but ultimately, this is a path to self-destruction where we're not gonna have humans on YouTube anymore because they're gonna be completely overridden by AI shit. And the people that are watching, the consumers, very often, they won't even notice that this is happening. So I really think that, like, where it says on your YouTube video over here, okay, it doesn't say it on this one, but on, like, a lot of YouTube videos, there's, like a hashtag. I think I have them on all my videos, just as, like, a default. Like, if you click any of my videos, all right, and you look over here, like, it says hashtag Nuxtaku, hashtag Nuxanor, hashtag Vtuber, or whatever, like, these hashtags, I think there should be, in green, you know, I'll show you even better. Optimus. All right, this is an even better idea, honestly. So this guy is a commentary channel, but he basically has a fundraiser running on all of his videos. So you have like a green fundraiser. I think the same way they have green fundraiser, they need to implement a little green or red box or whatever that says AI. And that, in my opinion, will do so much to change all of this shit. So much to change all of that. It's like, dude, you don't realize how insane this is. Now you have the fucking porn gooner channels where they make believe they're talking to their audience, being like, oh yeah, baby, I love it when you fucking goon to my gorbles. And that's an AI talking now. It's not even the fucking OnlyFans girl themselves anymore. It's an AI that's responding to them and shit like that. But YouTube has no way of knowing. See, here's the thing. I think that you should need to put a disclaimer, just like you need to put disclaimers in specific areas. And if you lie about it, you get banned. I'll be honest. I think that's what you need to do. Like, I'm not saying that YouTube will be able to know every single time, but I do think that if you lie about it, you should get banned. Or, you know, like, or if your transcript gets called out as AI generated by like one of those AI reverse detectors, it should automatically put that label on your videos.
I didn't want to get in drama. I didn't want this to be a whole thing, but I realized I have a...
Like, there's a metric that 1 in 10 YouTube shorts are AI right now. That's insane. 10% of YouTube shorts are AI? That's fucking crazy.
Responsibility at this point, as someone who cares a lot about this community, to do whatever I can to prevent this from continuing in the way that it is. This sort of thing is not only severely damaging communities, it is damaging YouTube as a whole. I'm only going to talk about this briefly because this is a massive rabbit hole in itself.
Yep.
But if you look into YouTube automation, this is an...
Dude, YouTube automation is a massive community of people basically running courses on teaching people how to use AI to just make channels.
Entire world of hundreds of thousands of channels that are all doing this exact thing. They are started as an investment opportunity by someone who hires writers and editors from poor countries willing to work for extremely cheap, who then use ChatGPT, AI narration, and even AI images and video for everything related to the video. The people at the top can literally run dozens of these channels at a time.
And the editor... There are these YouTube automation courses. I went down that rabbit hole, and every single one of them is the same thing. It's like, how to use AI to mass produce videos to get views on YouTube.
Mentioned that the team ran multiple channels, and this was before any of the other cartoon channels popped up. So these are clearly people who are very experienced in this, and everything we've learned suspected about the Carrick Artman channel lines up with this perfectly. Here's a document I found by signing up for a course that was just free online about YouTube automation. It gives all of the tips you need to do this and how you can use AI literally every single step of the way. There are entire YouTube channels dedicated to explaining how to do this as well. Here is a list of over 14,000 ChatGPT prompts for different niches. Again,
do you see what I'm saying? Do you see this shit? Do you see this shit? Bro, look how insane that is. And they're all just different niches and ways to put this shit in. Here, look, like, dude, you want to know how big this gets? You just type in YouTube automation on Twitter, and you will get an endless cavalcade of garbage. This faceless YouTube channel, and they call them faceless channels, but it's not like me, where I don't show my face on my YouTube channel, right? I don't show my face. When this says faceless, it means it's not actually a human. It just means it's an AI-generated garbage pile, all right? This got 24 million views, $200,000, started a year ago. Like and follow, and I will give you the study. And it's just 101 facts about Ford. And it's AI... I mean, I don't know about this channel specifically, but it's very likely AI-generated slop. It's very likely just AI slop. Making up these facts and feeding them to you. 101 facts about Lamborghini. 100 facts about Ferrari. 100 facts about Nissan. And they'll just keep going. And if you look at it, it's like, wow, I think I just outsmarted YouTube with this new strategy. No one can believe how easy it is. And then they'll show you just some random channel revenue, how it got 3 million views and $38,000, which is unlikely because you don't get $38,000 on 3,000 views. But not the point. Like, it's so much. There are so many. Anyone can make $100,000 a year with YouTube automation. Here's how it works. Bro, first of all, most of these are lies, just getting you to buy their course. Most of them aren't even real. I did my research on this as well. I do, by the way. I've done my research on these. Most of the people that are claiming that they're doing this is fake. They just want you to pay for their course. And the content is shit, obviously. It's AI slop.
This was free access online, and here's an example of one of their templates that they have for a horror compilation channel. Speaking of template, that editor happened to mention Johnny Two Cellos and seemed to say a little more than he was supposed to when he mentioned that they have a template master document that they use to write all of the videos.
Yep, they have a master template of a bunch of different channels, and they just hodgepodge slop combine fucking polymerization their asses into garbage videos.
If I had to guess, it probably looks something like this. If I'm being honest, the only positive from the situation is that it seems like people are starting to catch on a little bit more.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't mean to make your life a little bit worse, but it's not just that people are starting to pick up on it a little bit more. People are picking up on the old generation of AI slop. The new generation of AI slop is too good. Eventually, people are going to pick up on the new generation of AI slop. I think humans are just going to recognize it. But there's going to be a new generation after that that's going to be even better. You see, you heard that sneeze? That's how you know I'm not AI. No fucking way any AI is fucking putting that sneeze shit into the video. Oh no. There we go. Authenticity proven.
It seems like people are starting to realize that this upload schedule is impossible, and it's freaking them out a little bit considering Johnny happened to catch them changing their bio a few different times. Like I said, it was originally worded as if it was one person, but they changed it to say a team of 3 friends posting weekly South Park video essays, and then they changed it again to say a team of creators posting weekly South Park video essays.
Wow.
Oh, and I don't think I mentioned the fact that literally nothing Carrick Artman has done is original. In fact, his character, his little avatar, the one thing that I figured was original from this channel is stolen. Armchair Analysis.
He stole his little character. There's no way you could make this shit on a character creator.
A small YouTuber who is an actual real person was using the exact same avatar a month before Cartman started uploading.
There's no
way. If you don't believe me, just look at the hairline.
I cannot believe that they would do this.
It's exactly the same. Now, I'm pretty sure that Armchair Analysis created his using the South Park avatar creator from South Park Studios, but I don't think that's what Carrick Artman did because the hair is different. The hairline is the same, but it's like they just painted over it. Why would he do that if he wasn't stealing it? Oh yeah, he also stole his title format from the channel Lab.
Yeah, the South Park episode about blank, right? He literally stole that. Yeah, I saw those videos too.
Under Coffee, who has had several videos with the exact same format. Now, obviously, this isn't the most original format ever, but they 100% saw these videos and just took the title format. So, with that, that is pretty much all of the evidence that we have gathered against it. So that completes our investigation. So obviously, I don't think I need to tell you what my opinion is on this whole situation. I think I made that very clear. But now, finally, I will pass it to my friends that helped me make this video, so you can hear what they have to say about it.
Yeah, anyway, definitely go check out Bloom's video. He does good shit. If you want to hear all the other cartoon people in the community talking about all that shit, definitely go watch the last 10 minutes of this video yourself. I will have nothing to add, so therefore I don't think it's transformative content, and I'm not gonna react to it. But I will do my Bloom's glazing, because I think all these people are just gonna do some Bloom's glazing, so I'm just gonna do my Bloom's glazing. Bro makes fucking good videos. I love his videos. I think he's an entertaining, funny guy, and I know he's funny because I predict all his jokes, and I'm funny, so therefore he must be funny as well if I'm making the same jokes as he is. So like, gotta say, it's pretty fucking awesome. So I like Bloom's videos. Check him out. I don't like the AI slop farms. I think it's so much worse than he even thinks. He doesn't even, like, I don't think he realizes the level of misinformation. Like, the people that are doing actual reporting, like Diddy and Ellen DeGeneres caught on tape together, and none of that is even real. That's fucking insane. Like, that's absolutely mind-bogglingly insane. Like, and I got that channel, I think, taken down off YouTube. Because I covered it, and I really believe YouTube fucking nuked their channel after I made my video. You can't find it anymore, so that's cool. So there was that, and there's also the way that these script writers are doing it. It's not just like a highly advanced voice thing that adds the ums and the pauses. It's, you can actually give your AI ChatGPT shit prompts how to rip off content and change it around a little bit and adding the ums and pauses. So thank you all so much for being here. I do hope you enjoyed. This was very insightful, very interesting. This was the complete bloodbath implosion of the cartoon community on YouTube. I guess I have only one last thing to say. Stay weird, fam, and don't trust anything you see on the internet. These people are all fucking liars and scammers and swindlers, and they will literally steal your fucking underwear. They don't give a shit about you, and you shouldn't trust me either, all right? You shouldn't trust anyone, all of us. Me, not Blooms, not any of these guys, especially not the fucking fake humans. The fake humans are everywhere. We don't like them. Stay weird, fan. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fan.